The reason your vet bill is high is because of you, not your dog. What you feed your dog is the one thing that you as a dog owner control every day in your home for your dog. But because you're not making the right choices on which dog food to buy, you're making your dog sick. Every time you scoop food into your dog's bowl without thinking about what's inside of it is what's making your dog sick. You could be giving your dog obesity, kidney issues, itchy skin, and even early arthritis. That type of stuff doesn't just happen. It's what you feed your dog. Now, the good news is you can fix it. There is a reason why picking the right dog food matters, because the food you give your dog has way more impact than genetics or the environment. There are three things that affect your dog: genetics, environment, and nutrition. And out of all three of those, nutrition is the only one that you can control. How you're going to fix this is every time you pour food into your dog's bowl, you're making a choice. The choice is either I'm going to give my dog food that's going to make them healthy, or I'm going to give them food that's going to make them sick. It's one or the other. For example, I've seen two labs, both the same age. One is lean, playful, active, because his owner watches the type of food that he feeds his dog. And then I've also seen a lab, same age, but they're overweight. They have sore joints. All by the time that this lab is 5 years old. Same breed, totally different lifestyles, but because their nutrition is different, one dog is living a healthier life than the other. So here's your formula. Your dog's genetics plus the environment plus the nutrition is going to equal their overall health. And the only part of that you control is the nutrition. Now let's talk about protein. Let's say you have a puppy and they just eat everything in sight. It's not because they're greedy. It's because when your dog is a puppy, their body is building bone and muscle nonstop. Now, on the other hand, say you have a senior dog like myself. Even though they're eating every day, they're losing muscle. And what that usually means is that the protein that is in their dog food isn't what their body can actually use on a day-to-day basis. Protein is the one thing in your dog's food that's going to help build muscle, hormones, and help keep their immune system strong. But here's the catch. More protein isn't always better. For dogs, extra protein doesn't get stored. Kind of how they say it does for us humans. Actuality, if you're buying a dog food that has a higher protein and your dog is a senior and they're not working that off daily, it's actually making your dog's kidney work harder because of that extra protein. So think of it like this. Real meat in your dog's food plus serving them the right amount is going to equal your dog's growth, muscle, and them overall having a stronger immunity. How do you fix this? When you buy your dog's food, you turn on the back, you're going to look for real food ingredients, like where it says chicken, beef, fish. But the catch is it has to be the very first thing that you're reading. The very first thing should not say corn. It shouldn't say soy or byproducts. None of that. You want the type of protein that your dog's body can actually use and it needs. Now go look at your dog and look at their fur and see if their coat looks dull or if their skin is flaky, or have you noticed that they've been scratching a lot more? Most times when that happens, you as a dog owner go out and buy a whole new shampoo when that wasn't the problem. The problem isn't on the outside. The problem is what you put in the bowl. Fats are your dog's number one source for energy. Fat is also going to keep your dog's coat shiny. It's going to keep their skin healthy, and also it helps their wounds heal quicker. But not all fats in dog's food is equal. Let's start with healthy fats. And that's going to come from chicken fat, which is considered a healthy fat, or even fish oil is considered a healthy fat. That's what's going to give our dogs soft and just shiny fur. But if you look on the back of your dog's food bag and it says animal fat, that's not the same thing. Something that a lot of dog owners don't know is that your dog can make a fatty acid called arachidonic from plant oils. But to my cat friends, cats can't do this. And that is why cat food is loaded with animal fats. And another reason you shouldn't let your dog eat cat food. Cats need animal fat. Dogs don't. It's too rich for dogs. And it's going to stress any dog's kidney out. So think of it like this. You have a healthy fat plus omega fatty acids. That's going to equal your dog having energy, a shiny coat, and their body can heal faster from wounds. I once worked with a border collie whose coat went from just looking real dull and flaky, and then after a while started to get soft and just shinier, glossier, all by the owner switching the dog food to one that listed fish oil and chicken fat. If you're not sure where to start, I've linked a couple of dog foods and some supplements that focus on your dog's skin and coat, ones that I've actually used and recommend highly. They're in my Amazon storefront, but I'll link them in the description as well. Now, for those dog owners whose dogs keep gaining weight, but you're looking at them like, I swear I'm not overfeeding you. This issue is usually because of carbs. I hate to say this, but dogs don't technically need carbs. But the T is they're added to dog food because it's cheap. The right carb is going to give your dog energy as well as fiber, but too much carbs in dogs is just going to turn into fat. So that's why your dog is just gaining weight. It's in the food because the food is the problem. So think of it like this. If you have controlled carbs plus fiber, that's going to equal your dog having energy, them feeling full without the weight gain. I knew a Frenchie whose owner was feeding the exact amount that the bag said, but the food's first ingredient on that bag said corn and wheat. He wasn't overeating, not one bit, but he was eating the wrong kind of calories. Once we found the problem and we switched his food to a product that had real meat first, as well as some fiber in the mix, the weight started to come off over time. I actually have a full video on the best dog food to feed your Frenchie based on their age. I'll link it below as well so you can check it out. Now, don't slack on vitamins and minerals because they can make or break your dog's health too. I had this one client that fed their dog nothing but raw meat. She was a raw meat guru, and her puppy was considered a large breed. She thought because her puppy was large breed, that it needed to have more protein because she wanted the bones to be stronger. Instead, she created a problem because her puppy started to develop leg problems because dogs have to have a certain calcium to phosphorus ratio, and she was giving it completely wrong to her dog. If your dog has too much calcium, the bones are going to grow wrong. If your dog has too much phosphorus, this could lead to their kidneys suffering. So think of it like this when you're buying your dog's food. Balanced vitamins plus the correct ratio can give your dog stronger bones as well as healthy organs without overdoing it. And the easy way to fix this is when you're buying your dog's food, look for something that says complete and balanced. That is your guarantee that the dog food is ready to go. And I'm pretty sure I don't have to go too deep into this, but water is essential, guys. Over the years, I've met some dog owners that think that a Chihuahua in particular didn't drink that much water. And then one day, the Chihuahua became dehydrated and seriously ill. Your dog can easily get sick just by a 10% drop of their intake of water. And truth be told, a 15% can just be life-threatening. So just remember, clean water plus daily intake is going to equal hydration, organ health for your dog, and also a longer life. So now that you know how to feed your dog smarter, let's go back and think about everything. When you're buying dog food, look for complete and balance on the bag. Make sure real meat is going to be the very first ingredient. You want healthy fats like chicken fat or fish oil. And if they're allergic to chicken, look for beef fat. Don't just freely give your dog food. Measure it out and pay attention to your dog. Look at their body. You see their size. Don't just always go by the chart on the bag. I do have some of my top picks that are over the counter for dog owners that have puppies, adult age, mixed breed, and seniors. They're all in my Amazon storefront. I'll link them below so you don't have to spend hours upon hours comparing bags. Every scoop of food you feed your dog is either medicine or poison. Please don't treat your dog's nutrition like an afterthought. It's the foundation for their health, and their health is going to make sure they live a long, healthy life with you. I would love to know what you're feeding your dog. Drop their age and breed in the comments and let me know what you're feeding them. And if you want my personal nutrition picks that I stand by, check out my Amazon storefront that I've linked below. And if you haven't already downloaded my free dog body language cheat sheet, I still have a few copies left. Feeding your dog is one important factor, but understanding how they feel is just as important. You can grab that for free as well by using the link in my description. I'll talk to you pet parents in the next video. Bye.